Good evening and welcome to the
Hey.
IceCast Live. Sam, the imaginary man. Hey, how you doing?
I'm a real boy. Hiya. Good to see you, Shane. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. We're still waiting for our guest to appear. I think he might have been a little bit confused with the time zones or something like that. So he has been in touch. So hopefully he will arrive before we're done with our little intro. Hopefully
yes, this is
go on, mate.
It's on the fly. Well, we're doing it on the fly.
Yeah.
We're going to do it on the fly. We're going to talk about his book without the actual creator.
Whether he's here or not, we're gonna do our thing, Tyler, and we're gonna plug your book because that's what we promised to do. So even if you can't make it on, we are going to tell people about your book. But hopefully
it looks great. Some of the art is great.
Amazing.
So we're gonna have a look at the Kickstarter and some of the art, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. So it really is worth a plug. So we're gonna talk about it anyway. But hopefully Tyler will make it on. So also we've got a little bit of a announcement for you guys because we've got some competition winners to announce. So we're going to have on the ticker at the bottom, we're going to be showing who the winners are. But just in case you want it to be read out, we've got Eldrad3000, who is a YouTube user.
Let's roll VT first, Shane, like normal, yeah? Yeah.
Oh, you just love that VT, don't you, Sam?
God, tell me to roll VT.
Roll VT, Sam. And welcome back to the IceCast Live. You're enjoying that, Sam?
Yeah, I don't know who it is. I mean, the band, I'm sure they're quite good, but that is quite good, Shane. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, I didn't write the song. I have to say, it was that music. We've been playing this music since pretty much the beginning. I think we had a couple of shows without the intro, but that music is actually composed by comic artist Phil Winslade, who, when he was part of our band Cosmic Rays, and it's an intro to a song called Misrule, which is available on Spotify on the Cosmic Rays page. So go for it. Knock yourself out.
Well, you had Charlie Adlard on this very show last night talking about that, and he did say that it was a bit of a nightmare to record.
Yes, it was. It was a really tricky song to record because there's loads of changes. It's not difficult to play, apparently. I don't know. I'm not a musician. I'm just a singer. But
yeah, really a nightmare for singing.
The singing was easy, to be honest. There is singing later on, but it was difficult for the guys to play, I think, because of all the changes. But Phil likes to write, complicated songs. But that's cool, We did play it live. We played it live once perfectly, and then it was like, we're never doing that again.
Recording finished.
Yeah. So it looks as though Tyler might not be joining us. Obviously he can join us at any time. So if he pops up on the stream, Sam will let him in, won't you, Sam?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. You didn't have to think about that. Also, is it true that Lucy wanted to join the stream? I can see some messages.
Well, we've seen it. She's sending messages. I mean, if you want to join, Lucy, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, apparently we're looking sexy. You are watching this stream, aren't you, Lucy? Okay,
you haven't got it mixed up with chippendale.com, have you?
Before we start, though. Oh, shit. Before we start, my phone started playing something. Before we start,
Forest?
I don't know. Before we start, we need to let the competition winners know that they've won. Yeah. So we have got the ticker going on underneath, but I will just read out the names of the competition winners. Now, each one of these guys have either subscribed to our YouTube channel or they've retweeted our tweet about the competition to their followers. So we've got one winner from the YouTube channel, and that is Eldrad 3000. So if you're watching Eldrad 3000, please do send us either a PM on our Facebook or email us at the email address going along the ticker below. And we can get your details and we'll send on your signed Charlie Adlard art book. So congratulations. The other two winners, it's a lovely looking book, isn't it, Sam? The other two winners are from Twitter. Almost said Twitch there. All these social media things, they get confusing, don't they? So Tony McDougall, congratulations. You are on Twitter. You are the first winner from Twitter of a book. Again, please send us your details. We'll send you your book. Congratulations. And the last winner of a signed Charlie Adlard art book is Chaz Gilbert. That's Chaz Gilbert. So Chaz, send us your details and we'll send you a book. So congratulations to all of the winners. Well done. You know, it's a great looking book. It really is. And that'll be sent to you, Royal Mail allowing. What's that? If they don't get in touch, it was me. What's she talking about? She's saying
she wants the books. She's seen the books.
Sorry, Lucy. It wasn't you. You're not getting away with that.
Yeah,
you coming on the show, Lucy? Are you coming on, or are you just going to send cheeky comments? Oh, we've got someone coming on now. Oh, a little surprise guest, Mr. Chris Paul.
It's Chris Paul.
All right, what up, boys?
How you doing, mate?
I'm all right.
His hoodie.
You're right.
Looking very dangerous there in his hoodie.
Good to see you, Chris.
His beard.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Season's greetings and all that shit, mate. It's very good to see it. How's life at in the world of comics retail?
It's all right. Busy.
Are you? What tier are you in? Are you able to open?
3. So, we're able to open, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Any shop can open, even in the highest tier. It's during lockdown that you know what I mean. Yeah. We was able to do mail order and click and collect. So
oh, that's good. Glad to hear it. So it looks like our guest Tyler Forrest Martin can't join us tonight because there's no sign of him in the feed, and I've had no response on the messages other than to say he got a bit confused about the time. So this is a great book, and we want to plug it because as soon as I saw it, I thought not only is that great artwork, but what a wonderful idea as well for a story. Oh, here's another person coming in now, another surprise guest. Should we let her in? What's that she's holding up? Is that a sex toy? Oh no, it's
Hello, Lucy.
Hey, Lucy.
What was that? The secret call out of our guest hasn't turned up. Please help.
No guest. Come on, everybody. All hands on deck.
News team, assemble.
No guest. So we're just having a impromptu ice Christmas party.
Yay! Oh, for all of those out there who don't know, all of these guys are part of the ICE team, and I could not put on the ICE conventions or run this show without these people. And also missing tonight, also I should not miss out Andy Richmond and Ollie McMonee, who are also co-hosted and part of the ICE team. You guys, you absolutely rock. So there you go. So we will talk a little bit about this book. And Chris, you're not aware of this book, are you? It's totally new to you.
I haven't seen it. I'm very interested. It looks very good. I wish to know more. Tell me more.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Well, I saw it. I was browsing Kickstarter.
Let's bring up some art. Then, okay?
Yeah, let's get some artwork up there. So I was browsing Kickstarter, and the main cover art, which I think is by an artist called Giacomo Guida.
Wow.
And yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. And it caught my eye, and I just thought, this is lovely stuff. So originally it was the art that pulled me in, and then I went onto the Kickstarter and I looked at what it was about. And the concept behind it is that these two main characters on either side, flanking the image, they're ex-supervillains. And what happened was they basically were very successful supervillains. They almost, took over the world. And then they decided to retire and disappear. And the reason for that was that they wanted to raise a family. So they retired as supervillains. But now, of course, they've got all the governments of the world after them. But no one knows who they are. So and their kids don't know who they are. And I just thought, what a great concept, because there's so much drama there. They're bringing up a family. This was the image I first saw, and I just thought that is a great image. It's like this sort of like really proud American family. They just look like any other family until you see the kid with the ray gun. Yeah,
kind of like a revert.
Go on, Sam.
Come on.
Go on. Go on,
like a reverse
I
Runaways.
was just thinking Runaways.
I was going to say the one thing about it is it sounds, for once, like something quite original.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I've not read a synopsis or read a comic that is exactly like that. Yes, no. Runaways is the after, if you want, with when it talks about the children. But that as a theme, that as an idea, is actually something I've never read, and I've read a lot of comics.
Yeah, well, same here, mate. I've read. Like you, Well, I think we all have, haven't we? We're all comics fans, and yes, there are certain elements that you could say, okay, that reminds me of that or that. Yeah. But this specific concept, I thought, I've never read that idea before. I've never seen that story play out. So kudos to Tyler, who was the creator, Tyler Forrest Martin, who unfortunately couldn't join us tonight. I had a comment there from Mighty Johnny. Impressive cover. It is indeed. It is indeed. And there's more than one cover. There's two artists. There's Cortland Ellis.
I mean that.
And Giacomo Guida
is gorgeous.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, really nice. And this is just one of the covers. There's two different covers.
Well, if we have a look at the Kickstarter, there's a lot of covers on there. Should we have a look at the
Can we scroll down, Sam, and just have a look? And we can see some a little bit more information about the story as well. If you can do a little slow scroll.
Is anybody else's screen flickering?
No, mine's fine. It's just you, Chris.
That's okay then.
Are you on your phone? Are you, mate?
It's fine. It's your eye. It's your eye.
Yeah, it's your eye. Yeah. Too much beer. So another great thing is they have reached their target.
Not enough.
They've busted their target. In fact, so anyone who does pledge on this book is, it's guaranteed it's going to happen. And it's a 3-issue mini-series at the moment.
£10,000 of 7,000.
Yeah.
So they've already busted. So they'll be putting extra features and stuff, extra bonus.
Yeah. Are you able to play the video there?
What is it
Sam?
called?
you able to play the video on the Kickstarter?
I can.
We'll
I
just
could
have to
try,
call
but remember, there's no sound because I tried that before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
I could always imagine what they're saying.
Yeah. Why don't
I'm just
we
thinking
do our own version of it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Just bring it up so we can see it.
Yeah. Okay. On it. Let's get it nice and big.
Kickstarter Tyler Martins. I'm just bringing it up now. I want to have a look.
We've got another comment there from Mighty Johnny. It's the kind of premise you'd expect from Mark Miller. Neat idea. I'd say it's the kind of premise you'd expect from Tyler Forrest Martin. But thanks for that, John. Also, I want to say a big thank you to John, because John has been all this time, as you know, in the background, has been doing our Twitch moderation for us. Now, we don't have that many followers on Twitch yet, but he's done a great job of keeping out all the nutcases for the most part.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, so thanks, John. Thanks for being part of the team. It's really appreciated. Good to have you. So I do believe that we're trying to play the video here.
That's because we don't scream at the top of our voice while playing Minecraft.
I've just had a little looky-loo on the Kickstarter. Now, you know I'm obsessed with this because I do this every time we have a Kickstarter person on. But I love the fact that there is a Kickstarter pledge level for what you can afford.
Yes.
Because, you know, it's a case of 2020. I don't know about you, but it has been a little bit it's been a right kick in the crotch. And I think that's a gender neutral phrase. But you can pledge for just $5, and I think that's amazing because some of them do have a little bit of unrealistic
viewers. Where are you going?
Yeah,
come on, this is great stuff.
It's because we can't see the artwork anymore, Sam. Bring it up, man.
But yeah, you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 50. And it's not just straight in with back me for £37. A $5 pledge. I mean, that is grassroots and honest, if you ask me. So well done for including everybody, because this has been an absolute fuck arse of a year.
It has indeed. So what do you get for $5? Is that the PDF, is it?
For $5, you get the Antagonists issue 1 digitally, and you get your name in the thank you credits. Now, it takes a lot more money to get any kind of individual sort of attribution with these Kickstarters. I mean, we've looked at these guys and they've had like, for $100, we'll draw your character. This is as simple as you get your name in the thank you credits. You'll actually be able to see your name attached to this product. So, I mean... out of all the Kickstarters we've had on so far, you canny bastards. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's really good value, that is. That's really good value.
There'll be 10 pages of thank yous.
Yeah. Well, there will at that rate. I'm tempted myself to put a pledge.
Way back when, in the 20th century, I pledged money to support something because I used to be a bit of a Buffy the Vampire fan. And Tara did her own movie, and I had to pay $50 to get my name on the movie credits, and it cost about £20 to get the fucking $50 through the bank transfer way back in 1999. So for $5 to get your name, bloody hell, that's a Christmas bargain.
Yeah, definitely.
Last century money transfers. Yeah.
Go on, Sam.
Keep scrolling, Sam. We can't hear you. So, this is nice artwork.
I'd say, the artwork's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's highly professional.
Just keep scrolling.
I'm sure he doesn't want to be continually compared to Runaways, but it's got that, like that grey violet watercolor wash that makes the comparison. I mean, I have read those books about 4 times each. I fucking love Runaways.
Oh, Runaways is great. Yeah.
So
Sam,
I mean,
can you scroll back up again so that we can just see the type there?
There is some lovely black and white art down the bottom.
There is. But there's a little bit more about the story as well, isn't there?
Which you want? Sorry.
Let's have a look. Unfortunately for the evils, that's the name of the characters. Oh, you've moved again. There you go.
Do you want me to read it? It's been 20 years.
Yeah, you read it. You read it because
I'm the man.
You can control it.
There There you go. The lesser of two evals.
Yeah, that's the name, isn't it? The surname is
years
Eval.
since the world has seen or heard from the infamous known as
It just keeps going out.
Ultima.
Yeah, get Stan Collier to read it out.
After years of trying to take over the world, the duo finally won during an attack on the Capitol. Oh my God. Now.
You're just cutting out. Can you guys hear me? And I'll read it.
I am crushing it. It's just the internet is shit.
Yeah,
the
internet. It's official. The internet is shit. Okay, I'll have a go at reading it. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Okay, it's been 20 years since the world has seen or heard.
I'm doing a great job here. Why am I cutting out?
Supervillains known as Destructus and Ultima. He's tough. Sam, shut up. After years of trying to take over the world, the duo finally won during an attack on the Capitol. The first step of many to ensure world domination. Scroll down, Sam. Scroll down. Scroll. Let's have a look at this artwork as well. This is lovely artwork, isn't it? That's lovely. Their victory was short-lived, however, as they vanished from the public eye. I'm reading it! There's a delay on here. Wanted and pursued by the governments of the world, the couple retired and settled down in suburbia Detroit. Now loving and hard-working parents, Calvin and Tonya Evil struggle to keep their worst impulses in check and their past and identities hidden from the superpowered children. So the kids have got powers too. Oh, so aren't they suspicious then that their parents might have been, evil? Supervillains. Maybe they think they were superheroes. Yeah, they are evil by name and by nature. I love the way Sam's responding to things I say about 1 minute after I say it. What's this comment from Lucy? Lucy, you can say things. You don't have to make comments.
From my perspective, I'm crushing it.
I think you find Lucy, we love it when they argue.
What?
Chris and Lucy hate it when their parents argue.
I'm loving it.
Does that mean that me and Sam are mum and dad?
Then Shane is definitely the dad.
Does that make you mummy, Sam? Oh man, this episode is completely different.
It's going off the rails.
You're the daddy, Shane.
It's completely different to what we expected.
Right. Can I talk for a second? Because I've been looking through the different pledges on the different levels. Because obviously you can go up to $200, and if you do have $200, then well done. But so it's all PDF. All right. So 5, 10, 15 is issue 1 PDF, issue 1 and 2 PDF, issue 1 and 3 PDF, and you get your name from $5 onwards. You get your name in the credits. For $20, that's when you're going to get the first physical copy in your hands.
Right.
So for $20, and you get your name and credits, and the other 2 in PDF form. I have to say, this is probably the best value Kickstarter we've had on the show so far.
Yeah, it is good value because the quality of work. We were looking at the artwork now. We're getting to see a little bit more of it. It's lovely, isn't it? It really is. This is like the sort of, because superheroes, let's face it, every sort of thing has been done to death with superheroes, hasn't it? But this looks like something fresh. This looks like something really new. I think Sam's talking.
So basically,
the actual artwork is gorgeous.
So it starts off with the family portrait, and you watch a family go on a journey, and probably you see their trials and their toils and how their journey coming through. So is it like a supervillain version of Schitt's Creek?
Now I've been watching that show. Yeah, that is a good show. Maybe there's some elements of that. Yeah, I like that. There is a little bit of an element of that. Does anyone else
say my
brother's
not
Schitt's Creek?
I'm obsessed with Schitt's Creek. It's the best show of 2020. I hated the idea of it for so long because I used to work in events, and if a band puts a swear word in their name, you can't put it in the program, you can't announce it over the PA. I just thought, bore off, you're trying too hard. And I ignored it and I avoided it. And then suddenly I just watched the first episode and I thought, this is shit. Absolutely. because the thing is, they're horrible people that have bad.
They are.
They're horrible people, and you have no affinity with them on the first episode, and you just think, good, fucking great, you've lost all your money. I gave it 3 episodes. Yeah, I gave them 3 episodes, and the next thing you know, I'm inhaling it. If I've got 25 minutes free in my day, I am boshing another fucking episode. I did all 6 seasons in 1 week.
It's brilliant.
I was just like, but my brother hasn't bought me a Christmas present yet, and I have to say, this is the most tempting Kickstarter we've done.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah. There's
like
gold in that there creek.
It is a reverse. Yeah, I like that. Can we have a look a little bit more artwork, Sam?
Am I like a minute behind everyone?
I don't know,
a minute
mate.
behind everyone.
Yeah, probably.
In your world, Sam, the Australian fires are still happening. You haven't even got the Motor Hornets yet.
He's had a rumour about a pandemic.
In my world, it's still 1998. Yeah.
He's still on tier 1.
There's going to be a pandemic.
Yeah.
Sam, buy shares in Zoom.
Right, where were we? Yeah.
Ooh. This is the voice from the future, Sam. Buy shares in Zoom.
See, now,
fuck that. Fuck that. Buy Bitcoin.
If he was on the screen now, I'd ask him, because for $40 you can get physical copy, 2 PDFs, your name in the corners, a proper a limited poster, and a T-shirt. Now, if they do a T-shirt in lady sizes, that is the one I'm going to go for. But if I can only get an XXXXL, then
just wear it as a dress. Oh, look at this art! This is lovely.
Oh, that's a looking man. Wow, chicka wow wow.
What strikes me about that first cover is the fact that, you know, it's really nice, but how aloof the characters look.
Yeah.
And that, you know what I mean, everything is in that cover. That you read in synopsis is shown in that cover. Villains, you know what I mean? They're high society, they're above, you know what I mean? That they look powerful.
You can see it in their stance, in their expression.
Yeah, the powerful family, you know what I mean?
It's such good. Even on the cover, there's great storytelling, isn't there?
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's good artwork. That's good stuff. You know.
I assume it's the father, or maybe it's his father, but I think it's the father, isn't it, in the picture?
Yeah.
But even the the look on his face, you think this guy.
But the interior artwork looks amazing.
It really does. It really
does.
How
it's set out, you know, the panels. Looks really impressive. It's a kind of artwork, to be fair, that you look at and you think it won't be long till they're fast tracked to DC, Marvel, Image.
I was thinking Image.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really nice. Look.
I mean, it might be that they already have. I don't know. I mean, I don't know these guys. Cortland Ellis and Giacomo Guida are the 2 artists involved in the book. But it's solid stuff. I mean, maybe that they've already done, professional work.
Good.
I mean, this is professional standard, without a doubt.
No, it is. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be.
I could choose. Always go Image, because I don't like a deadline.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be available, via Diamond. Obviously, they're doing this Kickstarter, but I think it would be lovely to be able to get it in the comic shops.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think a lot of people would go for this book.
The physical copy says it'd be about April, it says.
Oh, okay. Is that going to be a graphic novel then, Lucy?
No, look. Let me have a look, love. I'm just researching for you.
You just stand in. You're Tyler. You pretend to be Tyler. Oh, that's lovely stuff. Look at the colouring. The colouring's good as well.
He's proper handsome. I do like a nice sexy. I like a sexy supervillain.
Info on it. You like the bad boys there, Lucy.
Oh, hang on. It says physical copy. That's the $20. Estimated delivery May 2021. So, my birthday, Noel Orchard, if you're watching, my brother, Noel Orchard. No, Orchard. I'm WhatsApping you the Kickstarter link. You know, or however much you want to pledge, just shows how much you love your sister.
Can you give less than a £5?
Oh, don't fucking start. Do you know what my brother would say? Oh, buy it yourself and just tell me how much I got to give you.
It's got little bits of information about the.
There you go. Look. Yeah, £4, $5. Get it digitally. There you go. Yes, you can, Chris.
How fucking behind is he? I read that.
Pay $5, you fucking cheapskate.
Yeah, you're only 20 minutes behind, Sam.
He wasn't listening to the scrolling.
And you get your name in the credit.
$5. $5.
Did you get your name in the credits, Sam? Yes, amazing value that is.
Oh, bloody hell.
I don't know if all the others do this, but you can have it that you can pledge, you can just click that you believe in it, so they can see that even if you can't afford anything, this is a project you get behind. I think that's
cool.
Well, that's good. It gives them an idea that if it did get through preview, what the likelihood of readership would be.
Exactly, because I mean, Chris, what is your basic comic book price now for a single issue?
$3.50.
I'm going to mute you, Sam. I'm going to mute Sam because he keeps talking over because he's behind everybody.
Not just because he keeps talking.
Yeah, just. He's
so $3.50 is your average single issue. So I mean, if you're the kind of person that's dedicated to waiting to have a physical issue in your hands, go on here and click pledge support so they can see that you are going to be a future audience member. That is fantastic. What a way to gauge your interest.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, Sam's buggered off. No, he's back. He's having trouble with his internet all night tonight.
No, is he?
Yeah. You'd never guess, would you? Oh, let's have a see. Let's see. He's coming back.
Right. Let's see what you can get. Let's say if you were the shits before they lost their money. Look at this for gossip. $500.
Right.
Mute him. Mute him. I'm talking.
No, let him speak now. Let him speak now.
Is that any better?
Yes,
it is at the moment.
Yes,
Am I still slow?
No, right now you're
I'm
good.
fine. It's all you fuckers are slow.
So this is good. For $500, you get all the copies and all this stuff. There were only 3 available, and they've all gone.
Have they? Wow. I mean, obviously, people have got into this book because it's gone way past its target. So that's the proof of the pudding, isn't it? That people have looked at this and thought, yes, I want a copy of this book.
$500. I want to be in the movie adaptation.
Yeah.
$200, you get your character drawn as a separate standalone. You don't get in it.
All right. Okay. We've got a question here. What's it from John? Are there no artist and writer bios on the Kickstarter page?
All right, mate. Why don't you have a fucking scroll and let us know?
Sam's stuck in his pose. It's great. There he's back again. Have we got the Kickstarter, Sam? He's just.
It's because we're missing Ollie.
Hang on.
There needs to be a frozen screen.
Yeah. I'm wondering if there are any artist bios about anything about the artists on the Kickstarter that we can read out.
No, there aren't. That's the short answer.
Oh,
no.
That's a shame. What's he done now?
But they're all gone.
We've all disappeared. Why have we all been taken off the screen? Frequently asked questions. That's a very frequently asked question. Oh, what's all this? What are all these?
Yeah, there's no. I can't.
Right, Sam. Listen to my voice. Go to updates, which is just to the right of frequently asked, because there's stuff in there.
Ah.
Here we go.
There's times like this I like to
morning, God.
I like a little quote. That we're a real Mickey Mouse operation, aren't we? Mickey Mouse. We're not even Betty Boo.
Oh, what's this then?
Speak for yourself, mate. I'm a fucking regular
Mickey
hero.
Mouse is one of the oldest. It's the figurehead of one of the biggest professional media companies in the world. I'm proud to be Mickey Mouse. I got fucking ears. Look at that. I'm Mickey Mouse through and through.
Sam's views does not represent ICE because we do not want to get involved with anything that supports the Nazi.
What?
The Nazi.
Nazi.
Lucy's views do not represent us.
Everybody on here has their own views.
Part of the Socialist National Socialist Party.
I've read about Walt Disney.
It changed quickly.
Put in the fashion fascist.
There are things about Walt Disney that are slightly dodgy.
Yeah.
None of these opinions represent ICE.
Allegedly.
Oh dear.
Do you want to have that permanently on the bottom there, Shane?
Yeah, I think we need to have that on the
Everything
ticket.
People from ICE are talking about
everything that these people
say,
have nothing to do with ICE. They are expressing their personal views. Well, we're very sorry, guys, that Tyler wasn't able to join us tonight. It would have been lovely to talk to him and to find out more about him, his work, the artists, and the book. But we hope that the people watching the show have seen the artwork and get her into the concept of the book, because I really do think it is a great book and it deserves a lot of
really
attention.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah. So
hopefully you'll be able to get it for a future show.
Yeah, it would be great. It would be great to get Tyler
As
on here.
of yet, they are aspiring to hit the 20k support dollar.
After he's seen this, I doubt it.
Speak for yourself.
We're not usually this chaotic, I have to say.
But so they're hoping to get to 20k, but they have hit 13. That shows good.
No,
so
good.
What they're doing is they're unlocking the rewards as they go. So at the moment, that's why you can get the first 3 PDFs available, or like the first physical. So when they hit 15, so they're at 13. When they hit 15, there's going to be more released in those pledges, and I'd imagine that would be inserted into whatever pledge you've given, because you can't not. That's cruel. So then the final graph is that they want to hit 20k. So I don't think they're going to have much problems here, but that is assuming they can only hit that if everybody pledges. If you can't afford to pledge, please just tick and show your support. But if you can pledge for even $5, you can help this, what looks like a fantastic profit, get physically in your hands.
Looks amazing. We've had a comment. James Gray, what a slick operation. Thank you, James.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
we blame the fall over.
Yeah, we blame the internet. We blame the internet.
It's very slick here.
Well, to be honest, it's been a bit of a lark, hasn't it? And this is our last show before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It was nice to see you guys and be able to say,
end of the world.
The end of the world and all that.
Okay.
Lucy. Okay. Lucy wants to speak.
Right.
Go on,
This is the last show. It's almost like the Christmas school party, right? So I'm going to put a question to everybody here. Sam, join in if you can. Okay, so as your Christmas present, you can be given one comic. Okay, and it'll be an original first. Which comic would you go for?
That's a good question, Lucy.
I know, I fucking asked it.
I mean, because do you think value, or do you think emotional attachment?
Exactly, because everyone's going to go, oh, I'd like Action Comics number 27 or whatever.
Now I know what mine is.
Oh, you mean any comic, in existence?
Should we say except for Action Comics number 1 and Amazing Fantasy?
No.
because they're obvious, aren't they?
They're really obvious.
Oh, he's gone.
And if anybody watching wants to chime in,
I'll tell you what comic I would like.
Let's have a look. What's he got?
What's that? Blue Beetle.
Oh, I've got those. I've got both of those.
What's that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Is that very nice? Yeah.
Versus the Juggernaut. I always say, if you want to know anything about Spidey, the character, and who he is, what he's about, that issue, trying to stop the Juggernaut, even though he's completely outclassed power-wise.
Jr.
What's that?
Yeah. John Romita Jr. Yeah.
Signed by John somewhere.
Lovely. That is a class issue. It is. You're totally right, Chris. I mean, it's just such an amazing issue. It really is. It really does sum up why Spider-Man.
John Romita Jr. when he was good.
Ratima? Who the fuck's that?
I kind of agree. I've got a love for John Romita Jr. You know what I mean? His modern artwork has changed, but when he was just off his dad's, you know what I mean.
Back
so he's
then,
like
he was good.
Well, I'm not going to poop on John because he's amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
He's bang on.
Yeah,
your turn, Sam.
Sam, your book of choice. We just got to wait now for like 10 minutes while Sam hears the question.
Right. The comic I would like is Big Numbers number 3.
Oh, that's interesting. Why?
Explain.
Because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It Alan Moore, Bill Sienkiewicz. Doesn't exist. They did 2 issues and it never got completed. And it's one of my favorite comics. And I'm gutted. It's like an unfinished symphony. You'll never see. I think there was some artwork created by Bill Sienkiewicz's assistant, but then he destroyed it. So it doesn't exist. And I like to read Big Numbers number 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 12 because I'd love big numbers, but never.
So
unfinished.
Lucy, does that apply, Lucy?
Anyway,
because
that's me.
I got the impression that you were talking about comics that actually existed.
Well, I mean, it's all relative, but ideally, I was asking for a physical one. But
it's
in that
Christmas
case, I'd
week. Let him have it.
That's why I'm saying. I mean, come on.
He's the Bob Cratchit of us all.
Granted.
Tiny Tim. Let him have it.
I need you to help for my answer. You need because I remember fragments of it, so you need to tell me which one I'm looking for. It's the one, right, where Swamp Thing and Crypto are in the Fortress of Solitude, and it's the first comic that made me cry.
Oh.
And it's when Superman's dead, and the little dog is whining because he can't. Is it John?
Spoiler.
Is it Alan? Is it Alan Moore?
Is that
Swamp
the man? Thing? No, hang on.
Whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow?
No,
it's not that one. I don't think.
It's not in that.
Yeah, it's not Swamp Thing.
Which one is it then? It's the first one that made me physically fucking weep when the dog is whining.
Chris is going to pull it out now and go, "Oh, I've got it."
Say that.
Yes, the Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. No, is it the one where Superman's crying over the? No, Superman is crying because he's just met Supergirl, who is dead to him but alive in the future and has come back with the Legion of Superheroes.
No.
And he couldn't tell.
The dog is whining. I thought it was. It was Alan Moore. Come on, Chris.
Hey.
Yeah, that's it. Superman's crying because he's just met Supergirl and he can't tell her that she's dead to him, but.
Superman's crying because he's talking to Sam
alive
on
in the future with the Legion of Superheroes and has come back.
Swamp Thing was in the Fortress of Solitude with the dog.
Maybe you are right, and we've just not read that one.
It's a very specific scene, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember seeing the back of the back of him with the dog there, and the dog is howling. And I swear to God, as I was turning the pages, I was like, "I wasn't expecting this to happen."
If anybody watching can let us know what issue that is, Shane will
And Superman's
organise
crying.
a prize.
No, Superman's dead.
Is he?
He's trying to explain to the dog that Superman's dead.
What, Swamp Thing?
Yeah.
Did Crypto
Who is
smell
Swamp Thing?
Swamp Thing and then have a little wee against him?
He's getting way up him, yeah.
Okay. How about I'd like any issue of Hero Bear or John McCrae's Hitman that my ex took in the divorce.
Oh, what? You got robbed of your comics? No way.
It was an amalgamated collection. There's an
extra level there. There's an extra level there. We don't want to get into.
Yeah. I might have a few Hitman doubles. For me, and I can't remember the exact issue now, but I think it's Daredevil. It's a Daredevil issue, and it's the first time he fights the Submariner. What issue was that? Was it issue 7 or something like that?
Is that one where Spidey turns up?
I don't think so.
No,
but it's Daredevil versus Submariner. It's a really early issue. I think it might have been Wally Wood, and it's another
one, 7 or 8.
It is about 7, I think. Yeah, and it's just an amazing issue because it's a bit like the Spider-Man one because he's completely outclassed. You know, there's no way that he could go toe to toe with the Submariner. You know, this is a guy who can bench press. Is it 80 tons or whatever?
Yeah.
But he fights him. He fights him toe to toe, and he goes up against him, and you know, after obviously he's been beaten by the Submariner, because the Submariner can bench press 80 tons. As he's walking away, you know, the Submariner's like, you know, giving it all to respect to Daredevil, you know. And I remember reading that and just thinking, that's what a hero is. It isn't somebody who's really superpowered, who can overcome anything because they're really powerful. It's about a guy who is going up against something he knows he can't beat. He can't win that situation, but he keeps fighting until he's down. And that was everything. That was what that really got me.
If you think though,
that's what Daredevil was all about, you know.
Some of the best issues are like that. Thor, you know, versus the Celestials.
Yeah,
you know
even a powerful character like Thor, they can be in that situation. You just put them up against someone who's more powerful, don't you?
Cap lifting the hammer for the first time.
Yeah,
that was a great issue.
Yeah, I've got a good one.
Good.
What comic made you cry? What comic made you cry?
Well, I've looked it up, and I think it was The Man Who Has Everything.
Ah,
because I went to the New York Comic Convention and went to the DC panel, and I asked that question, and the first two guys went, "Oh." I went to the Marvel panel, sorry, and the DC guys went, "Oh, the DC numbers on the new universe, whatever." They just took the piss. But the third person answered it properly, and I got the most amazing answers from every single person. Yeah. And it really was. It wasn't just a, oh, look at that.
There you go.
Oh.
Crypto dying, I think.
Oh, that. Yeah.
If it's green, so you were close.
That ain't Swamp Thing.
No, I think it's might be a
green guy.
Mazo.
Which one is it?
It might be a Mazo.
Or is it me, or is I'm a cat lover, but for me, everyone seems to be. I cried when Crypto did.
The man who
he's the heart of the comic book universe.
Find the panel where Superman's crying because he had to talk to Supergirl. That's powerful.
Is that a good one? Yeah. I mean, I've had a few moments where I've been brought to tears by comics, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's class.
Oh, look at that one.
Yeah, that's a classic. That is.
Yeah.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
It's a classic. So it is.
I've managed 2 Red Dwarf quotes. I'm going for a third.
Oh yeah, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
Okay, I've got one more question. because I've got
We
the
haven't
answer.
answered the last one, have we?
We haven't answered these yet.
Yeah.
Watching this on rerun because you're all just freezing all the time.
Yeah.
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 We're freezing.
We are.
Ask me the question.
Wow.
You're all just freezing.
I don't think I've ever cried reading a comic.
Haven't
No.
you?
Because I'm dead inside.
Oh, you must be, mate. You must be. Yeah, yeah.
That can't be true.
I remember crying at Power Pack
Here's a
number
spoiler.
19.
I cried at the end of. Oh, yeah. The end of Why the Last Man.
We 3. I cried at We 3. I cried
with the monkey.
Oh, I haven't read Why the Last Man.
Starman, possibly. Starman, a lump in the throat.
Starman. Oh,
that was well written. That was a good book.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, what a series.
I got like very emotional. For me, I always really felt joined to Jenny Sparks. All the superheroes, Jenny Sparks was my hero. So you know, New Year's Eve, 1999 for me.
Take some shit, bitch. Yeah, I imagine.
Was it that collection, The Life of Jenny Sparks, and it was after she died, but it like did a retrospective. It was Mark Miller and
James did some work.
James Hodgkins, and
I think he signed one issue one. Yeah,
John McCrae, wasn't it?
John McCrae, you're right. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm a bit of a John McCrae fan. I have gotten drunk and told him that.
But he's a good man. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
John.
he's a good guy, man.
Yeah, I think the world of John.
He is actually approved. He has approved my drawings of Beto. The only character I can draw.
Beto.
And there's because I used to drive trucks for the music industry, and there's a place, the Forest National in Belgium, with a big wall, and you can Sharpie anything you want to graffiti the wall. And there's a big space, and I drew a massive Beto.
Oh, Lucy's frozen now, or is it me?
It's you.
That's...
Oh.
If you want, I could pretend to be frozen.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Okay, I think what we're going to do, guys, we're going to wrap this up because we are just talking shit. But it's actually been really good. It's been really good to chat with you.
Do not put down the content.
No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. But it's not what was advertised, was it?
It never is. It never
is. But for anyone who is still watching, thank you. Thank you for watching.
This is the closest you will get to watching what we're like after a comic convention in the hotel bar.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we've been doing, isn't it? I mean, every time we finish an ice, we all get together in the bar and we have a chat, and this is the sort of stuff we talk about. Comics that we love. Yeah, and we usually like take the mickey out of comic creators and things like that, but we're not.
Everyone has a go at me for liking Green Lantern, and then it gets down to an argument that Lois Lane couldn't actually have sex with Superman, as Wonder Woman's womb is the only one that can take it. I mean, go through all of them, shall we?
And the way that Stan Lee's created everything.
Excelsior!
Yeah, and that's when I came up with.
And that's how I created. That's how I created comic conventions.
Yeah.
I was like, that ant could be a man.
And that's how I created the common cold.
We've had a comment from James Gray. Well done, guys. Icecast 2020 has been brill. Thank you, James. Thanks for sticking with us. But yeah, thanks to everyone who has, we've had lots of viewers over the time that we've been doing this, both live and afterwards on Facebook and YouTube. And yeah, for every single one of you who are probably watching this afterwards, thank you so much. I hope you have a great Christmas. Hope you have a great New Year.
Thank you very much to Sam for being an amazing tech person, because I can't do the tech without logging in and out, and it fucks up my StreamYard. So you have taken the weight off my shoulders. But I think we can all say thanks to this guy for even coming up with the idea and for making sure that even in a pandemic, that comic books are still talked about and still presented. And I'm sure there's many Kickstarter creators that are very, very grateful for the word you're spreading.
and we're going to carry on doing the work. Originally, this was going to be something that we were going to do, you know, just for the pandemic. But I think it's been such good fun, and I think we're building something really cool, a nice community of people. So yeah, we're going to carry on doing the Icecast for as long as we can stand it. So thanks everyone. I'm going to cut the program now. Sam's gone off, so I'm going to have to run the end credit. So good night, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and keep
Merry Christmas. Bye.